I'm always being asked by my spouse to rate guys. I don't know how to rate guys. It's hard. But I logically broke this down. I figured it'd make a funny video. We're gonna take a look at the head portion for the looks, the body portion, the voice, the style, humor, annoyance factor, interestingness, how great it would be to hang out with them, and bromance. Would they be a good bruh? First contender on the character archive, Xiao. Looks on your head. Well, you got that blemish right there. He's kind of looks like any other pretty boy. I'm guessing the head is S tier. It's gotta be, right? Then the looks on the body. It's very skinny. He doesn't have a lot of muscles stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go with C tier. Now we got the voice.
All it will be used for is death. The limit to one's power is self-destruction.
So after taking a look, I'm gonna say voices, like how soothing is it to listen to his voice? It's gonna be D tier. C's gonna be like, eh. D is like, I'd probably prefer not to hear it. Let's go with Albedo. I like to call him Albedo. Albedo. Face, or I guess the head. A tier. A little bit more, I don't know, I just feel like it's A tier. How hard that would be to make. You look at Xiao's, it'd be pretty hard too, but it's like all scraggly. We're gonna downgrade Xiao over to A tier as well. It's not very neat. Yeah, you guys suck on your hair. That hair in real life, it's just weird bed hair that's been tidied up. What I do in that case, I just put on a hat. Let's see, the body. We were gonna say, yeah, you get a C. You get a C as well. C is just like, yeah, sure, cool. Nothing really wrong with it, but nothing like impressive either. Oh, I skipped ahead. Let's see, your style. Dude, if I went into the grocery store with you, I'd be embarrassed. Your style gets F tier. Or how annoying he is. Dude, he's pretty annoying. He doesn't want to talk to you, he doesn't want to talk to anyone, he wants to avoid people, depressed all the time, F tier. Interestingness, he's pretty dang interesting. He gets S tier. Hangout Factor. Would I like to hang out with this person? Not in particular. Seems like it would make for a very awkward time together. As far as hanging out goes, that is so sad. So you just imagine seeing that the whole time you're hanging out. That's so sad. I mean, I empathize with that ain't gonna fly. So, since you're not gonna be purposefully bad, you're gonna get a D. Bromance. I'm pretty depressed myself, so I can relate to this dude. Yeah, you get A tier. Now, Albedo, let's continue on with yours. The voice.
I would like to study you, if you do not mind. I'm certain we will have many opportunities to be alone in the future.
You get, it's either C or B. I'm gonna give you a B. We'll say B. Overall style, a lot better than Xiao's. Pretty cool looking, pretty symmetrical-ish. It makes sense. It's not like some weird, I don't know what's going on there. And he's up in the mountain a lot apparently. Albedo, you can get a B. B for Beffert. I like it. Zhongli. Oh wait, keep forgetting to do the rest of it. Oh, I forgot. Xiao's humor. He doesn't have humor. You get F. This guy's humor. He cracks me up with his wanting to draw everything. I'm gonna say you are B tier. B. B sounds good. Alright, annoyance. You stopping and sketching everything, although it's humorous, kind of annoy me a bit. Though I'm kind of used to it as well, since I hung out with architect students back in university. That's what they did a lot. It's like, oh, we're gonna go sketch. This dude, you get to have annoyance factor C. Interestingness. You are... I mean, look, he just makes stuff and everything. It's pretty interesting. I don't think his personality per se is interesting, but I think he himself is pretty interesting. He's got a lot of mysteries around him. We're gonna go A tier. Hangout Factor. Yeah, he does not seem like a fun person to hang out with. You get E tier. Bromance. I don't think I can jive with this guy as much as I'd like to. He's a pretty cool guy, but yeah, I'll say E tier as well. Done with that. Zhongli now. Zhongli. Head looks, some more bed hair with this really super long rat tail thing, right? That's his hair, right? I believe that's his hair. Nice face though. I can see how it can be a lady killer. We're gonna say A tier. I mean, come on, look at that thing. It almost made him a B tier. As far as the body goes, pretty dang skinny, man. You get C tier. Voice.
Though when on leave, I tend to go by Zhongli.
Voice is S tier. That is a good voice. Style. Yeah, I think this guy's got style. Other than this thing. This is the thing that, yeah. So, style, he gets A tier. If we didn't have that thing, S tier. Humor. This guy drives me crazy. He's... oh my gosh. He's too dry for me. I'm gonna say C tier. I could care for it and also care less about it. Annoyance factor. Dude, this guy F tier annoys me so much. Come on, man. You have this person who doesn't talk and is off in his own world and doesn't pay for things and whatnot. Super annoying. Holy moly. Interestingness. He is an Archon. If I met this person, but I think this person is interesting. I'm gonna say B tier if I were to meet him. Because I'd just be like, this guy looks pretty cool, but Hangout Factor. Yeah, you are Z tier, as in you never pay for your meals. We are not hanging out, dude. Bromance-wise, I'd say B tier. B for bro. We can be bros. I can see that. Childe. Tartaglia. Head looks... I mean, that thing is pretty weird. Probably got a lady killer face. So we're probably looking at, like, the blue eyes and everything. What is it? Brownish, reddish hair is a turnoff for some people. So I'm gonna say A tier. That's where we're at. This hair, bed hair is not as crazy. Body looks. I think he's pretty muscular. Even though his model's the same, I think this guy's got some muscles. I mean, they hide it though. So if I saw this guy, I think he'd be able to just rip me apart. So body, you get, I'll say A. That or B. We'll round up and say A tier. Voice.
I'm number 11 of the Fatui Harbingers, codenamed Childe, but I also go by Tartaglia.
Yeah, we're going D tier. Voice, D tier. D. Style. It's not as bad as Zhao's. Not as good as Albedo's. Your style, you get C tier. Now, humor. Pretty funny dude. If I didn't know how psychopathic he was. Pretty funny guy. So, humor, I say B tier. Annoyance. He has like these two personalities. The dual personality thing going on. Yeah, that would annoy me. You get A tier for annoyance. Interestingness. Yeah, he's pretty interesting. S tier. Hangout factor. I don't think I could let my guard down around him, so I'm gonna say D tier. It's a cool guy, but also it's not cool to suddenly be dead, I guess. Bromance. If you are a family member of his, S tier. But for everyone else, F tier. He is a family guy, just not an everybody else guy. Let's look at the next person. Not a guy. Okay. Diluc. I think his red eyes are super cool. He doesn't have a rat tail. It's just a long hair and a ponytail. Nice red hair. It's a little scraggly. Good face. A tier. Looks on the body. You get B tier. Voice.
Visions are a light in the sea of darkness that surrounds those who have lost their way.
Ooh, that's A or S. We'll say S tier for voice. Style. I think he's got pretty good style, man. It's a little, yeah. We're gonna say at least A tier for style. At least A. Humor. Dude, this guy has got no humor. He is, like, serious every time. Humor. F for humor. I find him funny, though, but, annoyance. He has a stick up his butt about the Knights of Favonius. Always commenting on that. If he wasn't talking about them so much, he'd be a lot higher. But since he's always like, you Knights of Favonius are useless, so bad, or whatever. D tier. Interestingness. He's Batman. Does a lot of stuff in the background, has a lot of connections. I'm gonna go with A tier. Hangout factor. Would he be fun to hang out with? Well, as I was saying earlier, I'm gonna say C tier. I have a feeling it's just gonna be aight. Bromance. I feel it's B. Chongyun. Blah, 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 blah. Looks on the head. I like the hair with the eyes. It's pretty cool. At least A tier. Yeah, at least A tier. Looks on the body. Super skinny. We'll say C tier. Almost D, but we'll say C. Because, like, look. No butt. Like a Hank Hill. His style, very one-colored. I mean, everyone else's, but his is like, I'll say B. Style is B. Humor, he's funny because he's clueless about things, I guess. I'll say C. Humor, C. Annoyance, the fact that about his popsicles and everything. Pretty cool guy. I'm gonna say B tier. Interestingness, all his arts and whatever, pretty interesting. An exorcist, yeah, I'd probably want to know more about that, and the fact that he needs to eat a popsicle all the time. At least A tier. Hangout Factor. This guy seems like he's pretty cool to hang out with. A tier. Bromance. Seems like a pretty cool guy too. We're gonna say A tier. Bennett. Let's see. Bennett, you get, I guess, only problem is that band-aid. You know there's a scar or something all the time. I mean, he's scarred up. We're gonna say B tier. B for Bennett. Kind of makes me think of Kingdom Hearts. Looks on the body, just trying to think how awkward would it be to be in public with this dude. I mean, look at that. Yeah, you're D tier. I think it's really cool, but realistically, yeah. Oh wait, that was style, but I need to talk about the voice. Oh, I forgot to talk about Chongyun's voice. Chongyun, your voice.
Heart be pure, evil be erased, mind be purged, world be... I always forget that last part.
He gets B tier. Chongyun's B tier voice. So Bennett...
I'm the leader of Benny's adventure team, a rising star in the Mondstadt Adventurers Guild.
You get E tier for voice. I mean, I really like him. Just gonna say. Interestingness, he's a pretty unlucky dude. He's always wanting to do things and stuff. Oh wait, forgot about his humor. Dude, this guy's probably like laughs with everything. He's got a good sense of humor for himself. He is A tier. Annoyance about him. How much does this dude annoy me? He doesn't really annoy me much at all. A tier. Interestingness. I don't know if he's that interesting, but he's a pretty cool guy. He likes to go on adventures a lot. He probably can tell you a lot of good stories. I'm gonna say A tier. Hangout Factor. F tier. 100%. Dude, this guy's so unlucky. Bromance though. C tier. I don't know how to pronounce that. I am sorry. Xingqiu? Looks wise. Dude, you got this bowl cut thing going on. Good face. Bowl cut. B tier. Now as far as the body goes, C tier. Voice.
'Twas on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Ooh, I'd say at least B tier. I'm gonna say A tier. This guy's got A tier voice. Because I'm thinking like, what if he did like an ASMR? I can see it. I can see it. Style. Those short shorts are really weird. So, yeah. If we did something about this, we'd be a lot better off on that. Style, you get D. Humor. He's got his own weird sense of humor. I'm gonna say B tier. Annoyance. Him always wanting to read a book, searching for books. He also doesn't really say what's on his mind per se. You get to have a C tier for annoyance. As far as how interesting you are the heir to that one thing. You are also B or A. We're gonna go with B tier. Hangout Factor. Would I like hanging out with this person? To an extent, he'd be probably reading a book a lot. I'm gonna say C tier. Bromance. I don't feel we jive that well. D tier. Razor. Got that scar. B tier. Handsome face. Something, you know, whatever. Oh no, we're going C tier. Sorry, man. You got the scars, the bad eyes, the hair. Gray hair, to be also more exact. So with the body, dude, you got scars all over yourself. You get D tier, because still good, just scarred up a bit. He's in shape, you know? Voice.
My Lupercal is my only family, but I don't have 4 legs, not like them.
Yeah, you get a nice big E tier for voice. It's just doesn't jive with me. Doesn't jive. Style, it's a little off. You get to have F tier. Humor. Dude, you don't have any humor. Take everything so things seriously. But that's also what kind of makes you funny in this own way. E tier. Annoyance. Does Razor annoy me? I don't think he really does. He might have a few quirks here and there. B tier. Interestingness. He lived in a wolf pack. That's how he grew up. He also learned how to speak. Not as crazy as some of the other people, though. I'm gonna say B tier. Either that or A. It's like B+. Hangout Factor. I don't know, man, about hanging out with this dude. I think I'd feel uneasy. We're gonna say C tier. Bromance, B. You get B tier. And Kaeya. Looks on his head, it's got an eye patch. Pirate. Kaeya, you get a B tier. Wasn't for that eye patch, you'd be up in S. Now for the body, absolutely no butt. C tier. Voice.
Guarding you on your journey sounds far more entertaining than any of the usual Favonius stuff.
Ooh, A or S? I'm gonna say A tier. A tier voice. It's a good voice. Style. He's a stylish guy. I just don't feel it. C tier. Humor. I think he's pretty funny, but his humor's kind of like funny for himself. Like, haha, I'm having fun. Not like this is fun for other people. You get D tier. Annoyance factor. The fact that you kind of like use people and stuff. Don't really know what's going on your mind. Or say D. I'll just say D. Call it good. Interestingness. I'll say A. A tier. Hangout factor. C. Bromance. B. That is the list of all the guys. Just get this all totaled up now. So far, it's looking like Diluc and Zhongli are doing pretty well. When I'm totaling this, Chongyun's also, Diluc and Zhongli are going down in flames. Chongyun, Childe, Albedo, and they're all looking pretty good. It's going to be a close one, folks. And so now, for the final reveal, the winner is a Cyrus. Couldn't be anyone else.
Ha ha! Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Ad Astra Abisoski. Ha ha!